So with Forza Horizon 6 coming out in May, one thing I was thinking about a little bit and also wanting to do is simply predicting the cars we could see in Forza Horizon 6. Now, I kind of was going through a pretty big list here, guys, but I did end up coming down with like basically 10 different vehicles I really could see in this game. And this will come down to a few different factors. Like, we all do know 550 cars that is confirmed in Forza Horizon 6 is a lot. They obviously did not show all the confirmed vehicles in that list, so a lot of people are kind of wondering if we might get surprised or what they could add and stuff like that, and we're obviously missing a really big number of cars there, so who knows, maybe we might end up seeing some cars show up from older games and stuff like that. Maybe we might end up seeing some newer vehicles that we obviously have not seen in a Forza game or basically any racing game for a straight minute, which is something we could probably expect. But the first few vehicles I was thinking about here that I really feel like could actually show up in this game. Now, this is based on the Land Cruiser, right? This is a brand new 2025 Land Cruiser. You guys are aware of this. It was obviously on the cover of the game. And I feel like I might be a really small group of people here, but I'm actually mad excited to drive this truck. I'm hoping we can lift it a bit, put off-road tires on it, maybe have like a rack or something on top, dude, because I'll be driving this thing a lot. But with that truck being in there, I kind of wonder if we might end up seeing a brand new 4Runner TRD Pro or the new Trail Hunter. That would be absolutely insane, dude. They are beautiful SUVs. Now, obviously, the Land Cruiser is an SUV as well. So that may not end up showing up in there because it's, the similar thing. Or besides having like another SUV, maybe we might end up seeing a TRD Pro or Trail Hunter Tacoma. I mean, that's probably possible, I would say. And that's the thing, though, is I feel like looking at Forza Horizon 5 and seeing the trucks and the cars and stuff we have in there based on that, like we have the 4Runner in there, we have the newer Tundra, I think it's like a 2019 or something, it's the previous gen, we don't have the new one. We also have the Tacoma, again, I think that's a 2019 one, so we're now going to have a brand new Land Cruiser in the game, so I feel like these trucks probably could join it based on that right there. And speaking of vehicles joining the lineup from Forza Horizon 5, there is two other cars, guys, I really have to throw in here that personally I would love to see in Forza Horizon 6. And speaking of that, let me know some of your favorite cars and also some of your main requests you would love to hopefully see in the game. Because again, we don't know what the full list is. Some of these cars that players might want could come later on, which I could definitely see. Also, we have the new vehicle car pass thing as well, and that will probably have brand new cars throughout it as it kind of mentions that in the thing itself. But these have to do with two manufacturers I've been thinking about. One of them is obviously Toyota, and the other is Hyundai, bro. So when it comes to Hyundai, I have to say it, dude. Can we please get a new Hyundai Elantra N, man? It could be the previous gen, the 2023. I think Gran Turismo also has that now. I'm pretty sure it does. I did end up driving it on there a bit. But I would personally love to see that, like the 23 or the brand new 24 facelifted one in Forza Horizon 6, man. Am I the only one that would love to see that car in 6? And the insane part is, in Forza Horizon 5, bro, we have the 98 Elantra. It's a race car. It's obviously not the N1, but I feel like a lot of players would love to see the main full sedan in the game. I think that car can definitely come, bro. I really think that is possible. But for the Toyota side, though, kind of comes in the same, like, I guess you could say, I guess the class of the vehicle, because we have the new Type R. Love that that car's in the game. But with that being in there, another car I feel like people would love, bro, is the new Toyota GR Corolla, all right? That car is also in Gran Turismo 7. I would love to see this thing show up in Forza, bro. I've always been a big fan of GR Corollas. I think these are dope hatchbacks. They're so quick. 300 horsepower inline turbo. It's obviously inline 3 turbo. I do believe they are changing them for the newer like gen or something to like a 4-cylinder. Hopefully they don't ruin the car. I would like to hope so. But the inline 3 though, it sounds really good. A very good looking hatchback. And I think that with the Hyundai Elantra N-Man would honestly be dope. And looking at how these cars could kind of fill in the gaps of 5 and stuff like that with how the manufacturers are already in there, I think it's pretty possible. And speaking of some things that are possible, guys, I might end up sounding a bit insane with some of these upcoming vehicles I am predicting, or at least in some ways I feel like have been requests or people would like them. One of which, dude, is the Lexus IS 500, bro. Now look, I'm not talking about the LC. That one's obviously in 5. I mean the IS. It is the four-door version, basically, of the RCF that has the V8 in it. I would personally love to see this car in the game, bro. I've always been a fan of these. They sound so dang good. And they're also very nice cars on top of that. I think they're like, in the US, they range from like 80 to 100 grand. I do also know they're not going to be made anymore because they're kind of getting rid of the V8, which is super unfortunate, at least for right now, because Toyota has the hybrid V8. Could we see that in one? Who knows? But I do know that the IS 500, man, it is such a great looking car. I do know a lot of players would love to see more Lexus in this game, so I can kind of see something like this being added. And I feel like a lot of players would probably love it, dude. The IS 500 is a great looking car. And I can only imagine how fun it would be to whip this thing around Japan, dude. It would be amazing. And you know what? Speaking of that, I might as well throw in the other car I was slightly thinking of as well, man. That a lot of people have also kind of requested, the BMW 340i. I know a lot of people are looking for this car. I figured I'd throw this in here. I've been seeing people request it. People have been asking for this on different comments, and whether it's Motorfest or other games. So I feel like this car could also fit. Now, people can argue that we don't need more BMW slop. Well, this game will have a big mix of vehicles, so it could come later. Maybe it might be part of an event or something. Who knows? But I think that thing would be pretty dope. Now, let's flip around a little bit, though, and come over to another vehicle that might actually be more along the lines of me losing my mind if it could be added, because we are in Japan now, so I don't know if it would actually work, is the brand new Ram TRX. Now, before you say anything, I'm not talking about the V6 Hurricane one as the RHO, whatever it is. That one is the previous one. They are bringing back the V8 again with the supercharger. 777 horsepower, bro, and 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. Mind you, that is a truck, by the way. A very big pickup truck. 3.5 seconds to 60 is honestly wild. Like, that car would legit... I'm sorry, that truck. I don't know why I keep saying car. That truck would literally beat a Mustang to 60, bro. I know it's different. I understand 700 to... what's the Mustang's, like 400, something like that? I don't know, something around that. But it's still wild either way, though, how fast that pickup truck is. Would it make sense in Japan? Yeah, not really, but it would be really cool to see something like that added into the game, I would say. I mean, I think it'd be a dope addition. On top of, guys, seeing the RGT being added, I wonder if we could also see the brand new Lexus LFA in there. Kind of thought about that a little bit. Like, if we have the RGT, could we see the new LFA, like, EV thing? Maybe we might see that car added in the future, man. Who knows? They might have a lot of vehicles up their sleeve. Again, we have not seen the entire vehicle list or the car pass and all that, so who knows what might end up showing up in some of those. Now, the next car I did also want to kind of say here is probably going to sound, honestly, a bit dumb to a lot of people, but I feel like a Subaru Outback Wilderness or something like that would be dope, man. Now, again, I know you're probably like, blocked. What, dude? Did you just say Subaru Outback? And yes, the thing is, I did. I feel like a car like this would be very fun to off-road and stuff in Japan. Subarus are obviously very popular vehicles. People love them. We have the 22B. We also have the WRX STI. We have the newer WRX in the game. I feel like something like the Outback Wilderness would fit, bro. I think people would actually like it, and it's probably the type of car you might look at and go, oh, I'd drive it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I could be losing it, dude. But this, who knows what we might see in Forza Horizon 6, man. I'm just, I'm kind of just putting this stuff out there. Now, if I get along the lines of some wishful thinking and crazy thoughts of what vehicles we could see or maybe even return from older Forzas, there is one specific brand I'd love to see, man, and that is Rolls-Royce. Now, this is probably not going to happen. That was a brand that was in Forza Horizon 3. You guys probably saw my video on that. I'll leave a link if you do want to check that one out. I love Rolls-Royce. I think they are very cool-looking cars. I love the design of them. The Wraith. We also have the Phantom. They are dope-looking cars, bro. They have V12s in them. They are super fast. They're super luxurious. Would that car actually fit in this game? I feel like players would probably freak out seeing an old manufacturer that has not been in these games in a good 7+ years. That would be pretty amazing, man. But I do understand, like, the licensing standpoint probably might not make much of any sense there, which, makes a lot of sense actually thinking about it. And speaking of that, though, the other part of that is kind of along the lines of me losing my mind on vehicles we could possibly see in the game. But does anybody else want to see some rally cars added, bro? Something like the Hyundai i20N. That, dude, that or like the Toyota Yaris, bro. I feel like both of these cars would be so dope to see. And what's funny is, I do know a lot of people have been asking for the Hyundai for a very long time in any racing game. I don't know if it has like special rights to WRC or like the car can't be in any racing game. I'm not exactly sure what that's about, but Dude, being able to drive that car around the mountains and stuff like that in Japan would be absolutely wild. Like, imagine rally racing that car, bro, in this game. It would just look amazing. And I would probably say players would love to see that car because I've been noticing people asking for it. We all do know that car is kind of like a legend for the rally scene. People do love it. Also like the Yaris as well. That thing would also look and sound absolutely amazing in this game. So who knows, bro? Again, that could kind of be wishful, losing my mind type of thing of thinking something like these rally cars could show up. But hey, we do kind of know that some weird things happen, man. We could see some brand new Lamborghinis in there, obviously. We do know the Tamario's in the game. I would almost guarantee that car's in the game as well. We might end up seeing some newer Ferraris and stuff like that. We know the F80's coming. That is part of that one pack. We know the Giulia GTA M is also coming as well. A lot of people have been looking for these two cars specifically, especially the Giulia. I know a lot of people wanted that thing in Forza. So it really goes to show that some of the cars might actually be showing up, man. I really do feel like something like the Hyundai Elantra N, even the GR Corolla is easily possible. I feel like something like the 4Runner, all those is also very possible. But the biggest thing is, dude, only time will tell, man. We really have no idea what the full car list is. We have no idea what's in the full-on car pass this time around either. We do know that Car Pass will probably have all new cars in it as they tend to do that. So that'll be 30 new vehicles in that, guys, that will release basically monthly or something like that. I think it's something like that either way. But it is a lot of vehicles in that Car Pass that we can look forward to. First one is dropping May 19th, and the biggest question everyone has is, what cars will we end up seeing in Forza Horizon 6? Again, guys, let me know some of your top picks you would love to see in this game. Could be your favorite cars, could be cars you would just love to see in Forza. I am curious because I feel like most of these vehicles we have talked about or people are mentioning in some places, I think they all have a huge chance to show up in Forza Horizon 6.